Muvi Christian Academy.
Lovely good evening and welcome to the Muvi TV News. Today is the 28th of 2025 and the headlines are as follows. PF to go for convention with or without papers, Lubinda. Family appeals for their land that has been allegedly grabbed by cadres. Chitawe stream takes life of 10-year-old boy. Positive attitude key as Chipolopolo face Morocco, Sichone. With the news in detail, my name is Kondwelani Jose. A 10-year-old boy has died after drowning in Chitawe stream on the 25th of December 2025 in Sinda district of Eastern Province. Eastern Province Police Commanding Officer Robertson Mwemba has confirmed the incidents to Muvi TV News, stating that the family members have started preparing burial arrangements. Esther Nkoma brings more details from Eastern Province.
A tragic incident occurred on Christmas Day, 25th December 2025, in Chitawe Stream, Chief Kawaza's area in Sinda district, where a 10-year-old boy, Agren Banda, lost his life after drowning in the stream. According to reports, the boy's family was returning from their fields on an ox cart. However, when they attempted to cross the stream, the ox cart slid and the boy fell into the water. And despite his father Agrippa Banda's efforts to save him, the strong water swept the boy away. The body was recovered after a search effort by villagers. Eastern Province Police Commanding Officer Robertson Mwemba has confirmed the incident, stating that Sinda Police Station was notified and officers visited the scene.
I'm confirming that Agren Banda was with the father in an ox cart. They were crossing the stream, Chitawe stream. Now, as they were crossing, then the ox cart flipped into the stream, and the boy was drowned. The father tried to rescue the son. It was late. It was too late, so to say. So the boy really died. I'm confirming it's quite bad, and I got some contact. Initially, the father has no phone, but then the neighbor got some contact through the neighbor. That thing is really it happened.
Esther Nkoma, Muvi TV News in Eastern Province.
Still on the eastern part of Zambia, works on the washed Great East Road have been completed and the road has been reopened to the general public following the washing away of culverts at Kankumba Stream in Rufunsa District. According to a statement obtained by Muvi TV News, issued by Defense Principal PRO Paul Shalala and Lusaka Province Principal Logic Lukwanda, the Road Development Agency RDA and Zambia National Service ZNS restored traffic on a detour by 03:30 hours today, and the Acro Bridge is being installed on the main road and is expected to be completed this afternoon. The government has since commended RDA and ZNS for their quick response, ensuring no accidents or loss of life. Travelers to Eastern Province, Malawi and Mozambique can now make their journey easily. The engineers will now focus on the permanent bridge.
As you have seen behind, we're installing pipe culverts, 2 lines of pipe culverts, 1.2 in diameter, and then also further down there we still have to install 4 lines of culverts. So hopefully that can be done within the shortest possible time, so that we can have these drivers that are stranded have the access to the road, and then we go back to normal. On the other side there, we're about to begin works on installation of an Acro Bridge. So the components are already here. We just have one more truck which is on its way here to finish up the whole full set of components that are needed for an Acro Bridge. So what we've approximated so far is maybe within 48 hours we should be done, maximum 3 days. That is subject to the weather condition, of course. The temporary Acro Bridge that is there will be able to sustain us throughout the rain season. After the rain season, we will now start permanent work.
In latest development, the Road Development Agency, or DA, in collaboration with the Zambia National Service, has completed a detour at the washed-away section of the Great East Road at Kankumba Stream, approximately 87 kilometers from the Kenneth Kaunda International Airport roundabout. According to RDA Chief Communications and Corporate Affairs Manager Anthony Mulowa, the detour will facilitate smooth traffic flow while works on an Acro Bridge across the affected section continues. The temporary bridge is expected to be completed by 6 p.m. today. The section of the Great East Road at Kankumba Stream was washed away on 25th December 2025 following heavy rainfall, which caused the failure of a steel Amco culvert and the loss of about 5 meters of the road embankment. A renowned climate-smart agriculture expert, Dr. Oliver Bulaya, is sounding the alarm over the increasing use of highly toxic herbicides, particularly paraquat, among smallholder farmers in Zambia. Dr. Bulaya warns that these red-banded herbicides pose severe health risks, including links to Parkinson's disease and pulmonary fibrosis, stating that the EU banned paraquat in 2007, but it's still being used in Zambia, often without proper safety gear. The expert urged farmers to switch to safer alternatives and calls on authorities like ZEMA, ZNPHI, and ZAMRA to monitor and assess the situation.
As we are in the rain season, the health of every farmer is of utmost importance, and we call upon our farmers to avoid using highly toxic herbicides containing paraquat during weeding, as it is severe and very highly toxic. We've noted as we go around, to monitor our farmers in the fields, the number of our farmers using paraquat is increasing. In alignment with international standards, herbicides are classified by color bands. We are aware of green, blue, yellow, and red, each indicating varying of levels of toxicity. And we emphasize the significant dangers posed by red-banded herbicides such as paraquat, which threaten not only users but also the surrounding environment. While smallholder farmers often face intense weed pressures, they may lead them to use these hazardous chemicals for their quick action and rainfastness. It is crucial to weigh the immediate benefits against the long-term health risks. Mismanagement of these substances can result in severe health issues, including chronic diseases that are already a concern in our nation. Yes, we call upon the associated ministries that are relevant to issues of public health to have an interest in the monitoring usage of these toxic materials, and also carry out research regarding some of these chronic diseases that are affecting our
Southern Province Minister Credo Nanjua has encouraged farmers across the country to take advantage of the good rains and plant as much as possible. Speaking in an interview with Muvi TV News in Lusaka, Minister Nanjua urged farmers to utilize the farming inputs provided by the government to boost their yields. The minister expressed optimism about the current rain pattern, stating that it presents a great opportunity for farmers to reap a bountiful harvest. He called on farmers to be committed and plant without relenting, ensuring that they make the most of the government's support. The minister's call to action serves as a reminder to farmers to be proactive and seize the opportunities presented by the good rains, with the government support and favorable weather conditions. Central Province Minister Mwanashike Nkulukusa has expressed satisfaction with the performance of the United Party for National Development UPND administration in 2025. Speaking in an interview with Muvi TV News in Lusaka, Mr. Nkulukusa stated that the coming year 2026 looks promising. The minister attributed the positive outlook to the country's economy, which he believes is recovering. He expressed optimism about the future, citing the government's efforts to improve the economy. Minister Nkulukusa also highlighted the upcoming 2026 general elections, noting that the country will have more constituencies following the passage of Bill 7, as he believes that this increase will lead to more development, particularly in rural areas, as more constituencies will have representation in Parliament. The minister's commitment suggests that the UPND administration is committed to improving the lives of Zambians, particularly in rural areas, through increased representation and development, as the country heads towards the 2026 general elections. Democratic Union President Akim Njovu has described 2025 as one of the toughest years for the country, with the nation experiencing one of the worst energy crises in history. The country has in recent past endured the worst load shedding, with citizens having less than 3 hours of the commodity. The electricity crisis crippled most businesses, especially those that depended on ZESCO for their operations. The DU leader has, however, noted the current improvements in electricity, but however, he questions its sustainability due to politics attached to the issue, as other stakeholders have argued that the miraculous availability of electricity is a move to lure Zambians into voting for the UPND in 2026. Recalling on happenings of 2025 during an interview on Millennium Radio, Njovu said the stoning of President Hakainde Hichilema in Chiwempala, Chingola, Copperbelt Province was also one of the saddest developments witnessed in the year. He attributed the incident to poor communication strategies by the government with regards issues of mining and residents' involvement in their country's mineral resources.
2025 has been an interesting and challenging year. I think one of the key issues that we point out is the issue of the constitutional amendment, I think, which has also has divided us. It has divided us on the political landscape, it has divided the church, it has divided the citizens. It even made the president emotional to say, "You hate me because of my tribe." I think for me was that was a very bad statement coming from a head of state Then also got this matter at hand, the non-payment of the farmers, which has made our Christmas not to be enjoyed, because our uncles are calling in the village to say, muzatitandiza bwanji mwe ma politician onani sawagebo tilipira imwe mwinjoya ku Lusaka huko ise tilibe drama kuno stiza na maskuli akavulira how we are going to sponsor our children. So the UPND government has created a very bad environment for us in 2025. We hope they can reform in next year and help unite this country. How do you feel today? You're enjoying with your family Christmas. The farmers haven't been paid, and then you created this atmosphere. You heard that statement that was made by the bishop, one of the bishops in the Copper Belt, that the Catholic Church should not speak on national matters because they don't have children. So that created division. You saw the church, the other church comes supporting this, the other church comes opposing, and that tension, I think, which is not good. We are looking at a country that is united. In the absence of unity, we cannot see development. And then we talk about load shedding. It's good that now it has improved. We talk about load shedding, which I think had caused havoc in the business sector, which had caused havoc in our homes, which had also created junkies attacking people. We had many of these challenges, and we saw the inconsistency in positions in the UPND government, which usually makes me wonder to say, we have one cabinet meeting. Why is it that after the cabinet meeting, this minister of a different position, this minister of a different position, the vice president of a different position? The recent one is the issue of this load shedding, which has improved. The vice president says another thing. The information minister says another thing. So you wanted to say, you guys, were you ready to form government or what? Because you can't be inconsistent always. We can't have one person saying another thing, the other person saying the other thing.
A Patriotic Front member in Livingstone has challenged the area's Member of Parliament, Rodney Sikumba, to disclose the development projects he has lobbied for the constituency over the past 4 years. Chilufya Mwewa asserts that Livingstone residents have the right to know what development initiatives their leaders have pursued since assuming power, as this will serve as a performance evaluation. In an interview, Mr. Mwewa expressed disappointment with the Livingstone lawmakers' perceived disconnect with the grassroots, particularly regarding the challenges faced by constituents. He has extended an invitation to the MP for a media debate to discuss ideas related to development in Livingstone, ultimately benefiting the residents.
But I feel that our area member of Parliament, Honorable Sikumba, is ready to be engaged with the members of the public in the Livingstone constituency. So I'm inviting the Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Sikumba, for a debate, as we will be interacting with the media, so that we could find out in terms of development how far, because this is now 4 years of UPND. From year 1 in 2021 up to this year 2025, December, what has our Honorable Member of Parliament done for the wonderful people of Livingstone? So I would want him to have, I would want to have a conversation with him at his own appropriate time. Therefore, it's an invitation to our Member of Parliament.
Patriotic Front Acting President Given Lubinda has vowed that the former ruling party, PF, will go for its scheduled party convention with or without the papers from the faction leader Chavinga. The party was supposed to go for a convention in November, but was stopped by the court after Mafinga Member of Parliament and leader of the Patriotic Front in Parliament got an injunction to stop the convention from going ahead. With less than a year before the 2026 general elections, the Patriotic Front has no leader to stand on its ticket as the party looks forward to choosing its leader. Makebi Zulu, Given Lubinda, and Chishimba Kamwili, among others, are the leaders who are contesting for the PF top job.
Patriotic Front is not a certificate. The Patriotic Front are the members. The ones who go to the convention are the people. Here in Livingstone, the delegates are here. These are the delegates. And the delegates are resolved to go to the convention. So with or without a paper, the PF is going to the convention. And the PF are not at the Registrar of Society's office. The PF is not in the court. The PF is in the hearts of the people. And I want to emphasize, with or without Chavinga's threats, the Patriotic Front is going to the convention to elect its leader and to elect members of the Central Committee. And they will do that under my watch. The PF is going to have a...
Land wrangles continue to surface daily despite intervention by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources barely 2 years after being involved in the University of Zambia land wrangle, where officials from the university were heard exchanging bitter words with a named UPND official over a piece of land at Unza. This time around, the same man is now harassing a family of New Kasama over their piece of land on plot number 18883. Despite a court injunction from the High Court of Zambia, the said official has continued to erect structures and demolish the properties of the landowner. The landowner is appealing to the President, the Attorney General, and the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources to intervene in the matter before property and lives are lost. According to the family, the land in question is a 10-acre piece of land which was acquired in 1998 by their father. The owner of the land in question has since reported the matter, which... I'll take that again. The owner of the land in question has since reported the matter to the police through Woodlands Police Station. When reached for a comment, the accused person did not answer his call even after several attempts to get his side of the allegedly land grabbing.
We hereby respectfully and formally appeal to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, and the Honorable Minister of Lands to urgently intervene in this matter. Since June 2025, a well-known cadre by the name of Mr. So Conhill, together with his associates, has persistently harassed and intimidated our builders and caretakers who are lawfully present on our family land. These actions constitute a serious breach of the law and a blatant disregard for property rights. Mr. Conhill has unlawfully commenced the construction of a personal residence on our family land in New Kasama, located just behind the community house. Furthermore, Mr. Conhill has proceeded to illegally subdivide and sell portions of their land without any legal authority, consent, or title. Such conduct amounts to land grabbing and undermines the rule of law. At a time when the government is making concerted efforts to restore order, uphold the law, and protect citizens' rights, it is deeply concerning that some individuals continue to act with impunity. We therefore humbly request immediate intervention to halt all illegal activities on the land, to also protect our caretakers and builders from further harassment and harm, to ensure that the matter is addressed in accordance with the laws of Zambia.
Chaipa tunabana bangono bapwanya maofensi bapwanya myala bana bado wozibalia zangala bwanyi muziko ifa manyumba bantu bimwe nyama lento titi pemba chakuti yanga nani poni because yabataka kufuna full wakati zakakala ngondo kuti bathu bakamenya ne panaso kuti kaferemo tifuna tandizo ikilekani masoja kuti bakatisi bakayangane kwa pantu pafupi tinda bana bangono takatfaira bana Charlotte Pempa shabe tufuna bene bafamu nawe bamena leta makadazi bakankale pamozi bakale united bandelani bapange mfundo imozi bantu bane bakita ntimane bento tabira mu Pempa ko pankani ya famu hii bene batipase ko mupata kutuka ise tavutika kuna kunyuka sama tilipa fupi na wa president wale wa president satandizira ya bayangane tina bana bangono benangu ndiba tijesera bana manje ka batikwanyira bose babinafuna ochita tisajesera bana muti.
Volunteer nurses at the University Teaching Hospital UTH Women and Newborn Hospital have appealed to the government to consider employing them after serving for more than 2 years without formal engagement. Speaking on behalf of the nurses, Njame Musanka said she and her colleagues have continued offering services as volunteers for a prolonged period despite their commitment to patient care. The matter came to light when Vice President Mtalena Lumango toured the Women and Newborn Hospital at UTH. Meanwhile, the Vice President has assured the volunteer nurses that government is aware of their concerns and urged them to remain patient as the matter is being looked into.
We totally appreciate you. You see, life when you see something good happen to your friend, never be jealous. Tell yourself, I'm in the queue. The queue has become shorter. Next it will be me. So just continue. Don't tire, because you get tired at the time when you are supposed to be considered. Then they look, oh, that one is gone. So remain focused, remain strong. And I'm sure they have applied. Can I tell them to apply? You have applied. Yes, the process is going on. We are also conscious. These are human beings, they are conscious. But we are always constrained. But definitely, when you are doing a good job, don't wait for man to acknowledge you. Let God acknowledge you. And being employed is one way that God will acknowledge you. I know last year I got names, but this year, because we are already in the process, I don't think I need to do that. The administration is working on that. Remain focused. Remain strong. Work with a smile. Because God is seeing. Don't ever pretend. To man you can pretend, but to God, He knows that this one is my daughter. She will do a good job. Your time is coming. Thank you, volunteers. God bless you. We appreciate you very much.
My full names are Gladys Njame Munsaka. As you can see, I am a volunteer at the Women and Newborn UTH. I've been volunteering since March 2023. Since then, I have had some challenges, though I cannot really call them challenges that may discourage me. At least I've got a good and very nice PNO who remembered me. I'm a contractual worker, actually, not just a volunteer, but I am on contract. Yes. So, as it is, you've seen, wanted to ask you, the my vice president to employ us, but she's given us a good feedback saying it is a process, so we should wait patiently and that we should not pretend. We should be who you.
The Zambia Police Service in Monza district has launched an investigation into a shooting incident that claimed the life of 46-year-old Stella Mwanza, an officer with the Zambia Correctional Service based at Monza camp. According to Zambia Police Public Relations Officer Godfrey Chilabi, revealed that the incident occurred shortly before 01 hours on December 28, 2025, behind the Zambia National Service Monza milling plant along Miyowa Road. Mr. Chilabi said police received a report from ZNS personnel around 0150 hours, and preliminary investigations indicate that around 24:30 hours, ZNS sentries on duty observed a white Toyota Corolla registration number ABT 7840 near the milling plant exit gate. It is alleged that the vehicle stopped briefly, but before the sentries could approach, the male driver sped off, prompting the military personnel to open fire. Police later received information that the vehicle had been abandoned in Miyowa area, approximately 1 kilometer from the scene. Officers responded and found the deceased in the back seat with multiple gunshot wounds. She was rushed to Monza Mission Hospital, where she was pronounced dead on arrival. Meanwhile, the driver of the vehicle, a 45-year-old man who initially fled and abandoned the car, has since reported to Monze police station, and formal police inquiry procedures are currently underway. The body of the deceased has been deposited at the Monze Mission Hospital mortuary, where it awaits a post-mortem examination. Police say investigations are ongoing to establish the exact circumstances surrounding the shooting. We move on to sports. Chipolopolo head coach Moses Sichone says a positive attitude will be decisive as Zambia prepare to take on hosts Morocco in their final Group A match tomorrow evening. Addressing the media during a pre-match press conference in Rabat, Sichone expressed confidence in his side's ability to rise to the occasion, insisting that Morocco can be beaten if Zambia approach the game with a right mindset. Sichone dismissed the significance of past meetings between the two sides, stressing that current form at the tournament is what truly matters. With the group delicately poised following Morocco's 1-1 draw against Mali, Sichone emphasized that there will be no room for relying on other results. The Chipolopolo tactician also praised Morocco's world-class facilities, describing the infrastructure as the benchmark for the continent. Meanwhile, Chipolopolo captain Fashion Sakala believes the contest is evenly balanced, pointing to the pedigree of both teams on the continental stage. Zambia remain unbeaten in the group and will be seeking a positive result against the hosts to secure progression to the knockout stage. The match kicks off at 21 hours Central African time at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in the capital, Rabat.
Thank you. I think he's a very good player, but for me and the team, the determination and the hard work remains the same. I think our most important target is to make sure that we get the 3 points, not really focusing on names, not really focusing on individual players. I think the most important thing is the history tells us everything. Morocco, they have one AFCON. Zambia has one AFCON. That tells us that this game is actually a 50-50 game. Anything can happen in football. So we are very much ready for not only for individuals, but the whole entire team. What we want is just to make sure that we work together as a team and obviously carry a day. That's the most important thing. We're not looking at names. Zambia has beaten big names before. Won the Africa Cup against Ivory Coast. That was the time of Gita Drogba, the Yaya Toure, the best generation of football players, but we still won the Africa Cup. Even this one, we are going there with full confidence and ready to fight for our country. Thank you.
We've played Morocco so many times, and we know what we are expecting from Morocco. But I would need to look at the games we played in those qualifiers. The most important things are the games that Morocco has played now at the AFCON. Because for sure they've got maybe 1 or 2 new players, so this is the most important thing. And like I said, it's not going to be easy playing Morocco tomorrow, we know, so this is something that the message that we are trying to tell our players. We need they need to show their talent, and they need to show their skills, and they need to be determined, and if we are to beat Morocco. So, I mean, playing in a beautiful stadium like this should be a motivation for all the players. Question. I think it starts with the mindset and also determination. So, have the winning mentality. So, these are things that the players need to apply when immediately they get out from the press room to the pitch. So they need to fight, they need to play as a team, and this is the only way we're going to play Morocco, because Morocco, they're also a team to beat.
This is what made the news tonight. Greatest Road opened after being washed away by the rains. PF to go for convention with or without papers. Lubinda family appeals for their land that has been allegedly grabbed by cutters. Chatewe stream takes life of 10-year-old boy. and positive attitude, key as Chipolopolo face Morocco, Sichone. On behalf of the Muvi TV crew, my name is Kondwelani Jose. Stay blessed.
Are you a parent looking for a school with values-driven ethos and a firm belief in an all-encompassing Christian education for your child? Then look no further. At Gospel Outreach Christian Academy, we make the educational experience of your child as rewarding as possible, offering an excellent reading program that gets our reception children reading within 6 weeks, and examination practice packages tailored to prepare our learners sufficiently for final exams, helping your child make the passing choice to holistic education. A school that believes in helping struggling students get up to speed, providing for the mind, body, and soul. Enroll your child in any of the grades from baby class to grade 12 and enjoy flexible payment plans with up to 5% discount for payments made during school holidays. For information, call 0979 404809. Gospel Outreach Christian Academy. Excellence through Christian education. Scan the QR code to apply. Mubuyu Christian Academy is a girls-only boarding school located near Sandy Beach in Siavonga. Mubuyu Christian Academy is now enrolling for Form 1 and Grade 10 pupils. So all girls who have just completed their Grade 7 and Grade 9 exams must take this opportunity to receive high-performance Christian-based holistic education. Help your girl child reach their full potential. Call 0976 386184. When you think girl-child education, think Mubuyu Christian Academy. Mubuyu Christian Academy. Excellence through Christian education. Scan the QR code to apply.